welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be starting this up again. I've done YouTube and just videos and little things like that since I was a little girl, just for fun with my family and just because I was always bored. I live in a very small town where there's not really much to do growing up, so I always did those on and off, and then I tried to start this channel up a couple years back, and then I lost time that I had and I didn't really upload as much. So I am going to try and start making videos again because I actually do really enjoy them, and I'm home from break from college, and also I have Fridays off and I just kind of have a lot of downtime at college. I don't really want to just have downtime. I kind of want to be able to do something and have fun, and I really find this fun. So I will be uploading every single Friday. That's the plan. And now we're going to dive into the video, and I'm going to apologize first for the quality of the video. I left my camera back in my dorm room, so I'm using Photo Booth on my laptop. So it's not going to be good quality at all. Also, in this room, I have very bad lighting considering I only have one light. It's not LED. It's very small. Also, my room is in my basement because I chose to build a room down here instead of sharing with my little sister. And I actually really enjoy it because I have my room, which is outside behind that door. That's my actual room with my bed and everything. And then this little area is like my walk-in closet. So I have my dresser here and then closet space and stuff going on. And I'm going to say that I'm in the exact same position as my last video, and I probably won't be in the same position for videos following. I'll probably be out there on my bed or in my dorm room. And the reason I am here right now is because I just filmed Friday's video that will be coming up. So now we're gonna get right into this video. This is going to be a little like New Year's, looking back on my 2018 because it was a really big year for me. So we're gonna do a year in review, and I'm just gonna do a little story times of my 2018, and then we're gonna look at what I hope to achieve and kind of like my New Year's resolutions for 2019, since this video will be coming out on New Year's Day. So first, 2018, it was kind of a really big year for me. To start off, in January of 2018, I kind of got back into cheerleading because in December of 2017 I quit, and so I did go back to cheerleading, and shortly following that I did have my senior night, which was a lot of fun, and then we ended up winning our conference and everything. So after the guys, they usually cut down the basketball players, they cut down the net, and so our athletic director and our basketball coach, who was also my golf coach, and he's amazing and phenomenal, he's so nice, and our athletic director is super nice too, they let us cheerleaders cut down the net. So I got to do that, and that was super fun for me, something I have never experienced. And then so shortly after that we kind of went into playoffs, and that was a big deal. And then my birthday came around. I turned 18 years old. I'm so happy. I'm finally adult, and I was near the end of my senior year and I couldn't be happier. So after that, shortly after we ended our playoffs, we were in the final game to take us to the state's Final Four, and that was one of the saddest things ever for us because we lost by 1 point and we had a chance to come back and win at the end of the game, but our players tried 3 times to just simply make a layup and get a 2-pointer, and every time they went up it hit the rim or something happened and it didn't get in, and that's kind of an easy shot, so it was really rough on the guys. And that was one of the only times I have ever seen one of our players and a buddy of mine, he's huge, he's really tall, and he was one of our star players, and he started crying, senior year, and he wanted to get there, and we wanted to get there, and I started crying, and that was a huge thing. Just thinking about it, I'm tearing up. I'm a very emotional wreck lately, so that might happen a little bit in this video. So that happened in March. Also in March, that was when I met my ex-boyfriend. That was a fun experience. So he's a great guy, and that was an amazing relationship. We met in March, He came into my Starbucks that I was working at, and I couldn't take my eyes off him. He was just really cute, and then I kept catching him notice me, and catching, getting little glances at me as I did to him. And then at the end of my shift, he came up to me and asked me for my number, and so that was really cute. And just instantly we connected, and it was great. So then in April, he officially asked me to be his girlfriend. So that kind of happened in April, right towards the end of April, right after our spring break. I went to Florida. We went to Universal this time, since we've never been to Universal Studios, and I've always wanted to go and see Harry Potter World, and we've been to Disney so many times. I absolutely loved Harry Potter World. I really recommend it. Universal Studios itself didn't really wow me, I guess, because I've been to Disney so many times. There was always that factor of trying to compare it, and I just personally love Disney so much more, and I would have rather have done Disney on a trip like that instead. But also I did have a fun time in Harry Potter World, and I ended up going into Ollivanders, and since that was kind of a trip for my birthday, I had a birthday pin, and I ended up going into Ollivanders, and I ended up getting picked for the wand ceremony. So that was a huge deal for me. That was the second time I went into Ollivanders that day, and the first time I did not get picked, but the second time I did. But because I had already previously purchased my wand, I purchased Luna Lovegood's wand, I kind of figured that I shouldn't have purchased the second wand, although I really wanted to. My parents kind of told me no, but hopefully I remember which wand it was, so hopefully I can, if I go back, buy that wand so I have that, so I can always remember that on my birthday trip I got chosen, or I can order it online and have it shipped to my house. So that kind of ended up April for me. In May, that was like the last full month of school. I had my prom, which was so much fun. I didn't go with anyone. My ex and I were still together at that period of time, but because we had met just a couple weeks before, or like, a month and a half before prom, and we had just started dating a couple weeks before prom, we kind of both had previous plans. Our proms were on the exact same night. We did go to 2 different schools, and I definitely did not want to miss out on my prom, and I was having fun at my own prom, although I did get very sick. I ended up getting the stomach flu the night before, so I missed school that Friday. I'm just very upset. I had my prom at the Cleveland Aquarium, and it was a really cool thing, and then our after prom theme was just Cleveland in general, so my dad helped do that. So they had like Slider, the Indians mascot was there, and they kind of decorated up like Cleveland, and it was really interesting, and I had a fun time even though I was very sick and I couldn't really eat much, but I did have a fun time, and I made sure that I went to prom no matter what, because I was not gonna miss my prom for anything. And then right after that, in June, I graduated high school. I was very excited to graduate high school, so much fun. Also in June, I went to a concert with my cousin, went to see Shania Twain. That kind of completes June for me. After that comes July, and that was my boyfriend and I's 3-month anniversary. That was amazing, and the day right after that we had 4th of July, and it was so incredible. I had such a fun time with his family, and I couldn't have asked for a better 2 days. Unfortunately, little did I know, those amazing 2 days I spent with him, the best 2 days we have ever had together, and it was just so amazing, and we were just so in love. Little did we know, or did I know, that we were going to break up. So that entire week following, we kind of fought because I had kind of figured out that I was not able to go to my dream college in North Carolina, and I had to switch schools. So I had looked into actually the college that my boyfriend was going to, not because I wanted to go to college with him or anything, but because I heard the program there for the major that I was going into, which was criminal justice, was absolutely amazing. And then I later, looking into it and applying, I found out that they had a criminology program, which is one of the only criminology programs in the state, and that was really what I wanted to go into more than criminal justice. So I just fell in love with it, and he kind of didn't really like that very much. And so then he started saying how he wanted to take a break for college, and that was his plan from the beginning, which it definitely was not, because I told him that I wouldn't have dated him if that was the case. But so it ended up becoming a fight, and a week after 4th of July, we ended up breaking up, which was very, very upsetting. It was a hard time for me, because that was my first love. It was not my first relationship, it was my second relationship, but it was my first love. So that was my first real big heartbreak. But that's okay. A couple days after that, the Monday after we broke up, I ended up going to see a pre-screening to Mamma Mia 2, Here We Go Again, and that was incredible. I went with my mom, and it was so amazing. And then the day after, I went to the Taylor Swift Reputation tour, and because my dad is a part of this amazing company called VetTix, it's a ticket company for veterans, he only paid $14, and they kind of give you tickets wherever, so you pay first and then you find out your tickets later. And I ended up being 8 rows away from the stage, the floor seats, and that was one of the most amazing experiences I have ever had in my entire life. I absolutely love Taylor Swift. I have since I was 6 years old, and she's just amazing, and I love her so much, and that was incredible. Other than that, that was basically my July. Fast forward into August. There were only 2 big major events in August that I had. The one event was my grad party, which ended up being a lot of fun. And at the end of the month, I moved in and I started college at the university that I am at right now. And it is absolutely incredible. With it being my second choice, I didn't think I would really like it that much. I was still upset that I couldn't go to my other college that I really wanted to go to, but I ended up loving it. I've made the most amazing friends, and I have had the time of my life. That being said, my September was basically just school and hanging out with friends. And then come October, I changed my major. So the reason I went to that school was for my major, criminology, and I ended up changing it anyways. And I changed it to middle level education and math and language arts, and I'm so excited. Also, during that period of time, school was very rough on me. I did experience a lot of anxiety, but then in November, December, I started to kind of pick up. I am the happiest I have ever been. November didn't really bring much for me, and December was just a lot of finals week, and also during finals week I pledged into my sorority, which is a huge deal for me. I am absolutely so excited. I wanted to be in a sorority so badly, so I had that, and then I went on break and I've just been hanging out with family and having fun. I celebrated Christmas 2 days early because my mom worked on Christmas Eve and Christmas, and I kind of spent Christmas Eve with some of my family members, and then Christmas Day with a really good family friend of ours, and then here we are. Sorry if I talked really fastly through that. I just kind of wanted to I talk fast normal in general, and being in a video kind of makes my talking speed up a little bit. I'm gonna try and control that the more I make videos, but it's going to be very hard for me. And moving forward, also I wanted to kind of condense everything and keep it really light and talk about, because it was such a big year. I had so many things going on. Now, moving forward with the video, I'm going to talk about my New Year's resolutions. First, I have lost 12 pounds since I've gotten to college, which I've been wanting to lose weight for a while. I just haven't really done it. I don't know why. It just kind of, every time I try and go to the gym and work out, I always end up feeling really bad about myself, but I have lost 12 pounds. I haven't really worked out at all or anything. That was all just portion control, eating less, eating healthier, those kinds of things. And so moving into 2019, I want to start working out, and I want to lose more weight. I'm not exactly very comfortable with where I'm at, especially after I gained a lot of weight from some stomach issues, and I never really went back down to where I was, and I want to get back down to that point. So I will hopefully continue eating the way I'm eating and making sure I'm eating healthy, and I want to, going forward, start working out more and just really getting into that healthy living lifestyle. Another one of my New Year's resolutions is to work on myself, my mental self, and just me being happy with me. I, for a very long time, was not happy with myself. I didn't like the way I looked. I, never felt like I was pretty and all those things. I'm getting more into thinking, wow, I look pretty today, and I am becoming more happy. Now I'm actually working on myself and becoming the person that I want to be, so I want to continue doing that in 2019 and just making sure I'm living my best life. And so those are pretty much just basic New Year's resolutions and all I have. I never really did the whole New Year's resolutions thing because I always thought it was stupid. No one ever followed them, but I do want to actually set mine and actually follow them and go through with them. So next year, maybe I'll do an up-to-date and see if I really did follow it. And I just want to make 2019 the most amazing year ever. I have an incredible journey planned, applying for the Disney College program, so hopefully I get into that, and that would be amazing. And I'm starting my sorority and college to look forward to, and I just want to make it the best that I can. Yeah, so that's all for this video, this New Year's video, and I will see you guys on Friday with a new video for you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of me, my weird, awkward, silly, crazy self, then you can click the subscribe button, and I will see you guys later. Bye!